Hello everybody, I'm going to share a little science experiment with you today, and once again it's using the Usborne Big Book of Science Things to Make and Do. And this experiment is looking at the way carbon dioxide, which is a gas that we actually breathe out, how that can actually make things move about in liquid. So I'll show you the picture of the experiment. And this is going to be an experiment where we use lemonade and raisins to see if they move about with carbon dioxide. And the book says, bursting bubbles. Fizzy drinks are crammed with lots of tiny bubbles of gas called carbon dioxide. The bubbles are lighter than the liquid that they are in, so they float up to the surface. When you drop raisins into lemonade, lots of bubbles stick to them and carry them up to the surface. When some of the bubbles burst, the raisins sink down again and start to collect more bubbles before bobbing up again. Now, I haven't tried this experiment. When I film my little videos for you for school, I don't practice them, I just film it straight away. What you see is what you get, which is why I sometimes make mistakes in the stories. But I thought I'd show this to you and we'll see together if it works. I honestly don't know. Keep our fingers crossed. But we just need 3 things to have a go. First of all, a tall glass. And it actually says to use a tall glass so you can see more movement. Okay, so that's an empty tall glass, which I'll put there for you so you can see that. A few raisins, this is just out of a mixed pack of fruit and nuts, and it says in the book that smaller raisins seem to work better. I don't know, so I've just got 5 in there to see how they work. And then something else that it says is very important is with the lemonade, when you try the lemonade, that the bottle isn't opened. And I think that must be because there's lots of gas. This bottle's really hard because it's full of carbon dioxide, so I haven't opened it. So we'll have a go together and see if we can make the raisins bob. Okay, so first of all, open your bottle of lemonade. Listen to the nose. Oh, I hope it doesn't squirt. Oh, can you hear all that gas, children? It's all running out. You can see the bubbles coming up to the top as I'm opening it. Ooh. Be careful with these because sometimes they squirt everywhere, don't they? You don't want them on your clothes or on your furniture. So the experiment tells us to fill the glass around about 3/4 full with the lemonade. Okay. Oh, look at all those bubbles. Now I wonder if you don't have lemonade at your house, if you're not actually allowed fizzy drinks, I'm not sure. I wondered if this might work just as well with sparkling water, with fizzy water. So perhaps if you don't have lemonade and you have some water, you could try with that. Also in the book, they had the water looking a little bit pink with food colouring. Well, I don't have any food colouring, but I wondered as well if you tried it with something like a little bit of squash, just to change the colour of the water, if you wanted to. But today I've got simple, brand new bottle lemonade and my raisins. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to drop them in. Keep looking closely to see. Oh, straight to the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, oh, our first one's bobbing and gone back down again. I'm going to hold that closer to the camera for you so you can see those really close. Can you see them? See if they move. They're full of bubbles. Oh, come on. Wait a moment. I think, oh, I can see them moving. It's taking a bit longer than I thought. They are bobbing about a bit. Maybe if my raisins are quite small, Sorry, not small enough. Did you see that one did actually go up? Give it a little shake. Oh. They're not moving yet. I keep thinking they're going to move. I don't know why I'm whispering. That's what we do sometimes. We do these silly things, don't we? So come on, raisins. They're definitely moving about, but I just wonder if my raisins are a little bit too big. Which is probably why it said use smaller ones. If you had smaller ones, then they may go quicker. We did see the first one move when I first started it going, but it certainly doesn't seem to be wanting to do it now. I'm just going to try to put it back on the table and see if that makes any difference to it. To see if it makes any difference to it by keeping really still. They're still bobbing about. Come on, raisins. Well, children, I think my raisins must be too big. But we did see them move away. We can see them moving with the carbon dioxide, but they haven't rose to the top. So perhaps you could have a go with this, and if you choose smaller raisins, let me know, did it work for you? Because this is live science. This is what I told you, that I would show you it live. I didn't know whether it was going to work or not. But if you choose smaller ones, perhaps you can get them to raise even more than mine did. I got one to raise and the rest to bob about, but they're not properly going to the top. So let me know. Okay, have fun with it. Have fun with science. That's what it's there for. They call it experimenting for a very obvious reason, that it's an experiment. We don't know if it's going to work or it's not. Ours has 50% worked. Hope yours works 100%.